A very good morning to everyone. Today we'll see on the topic on values.
Values are nothing but a basic conviction about what is right or wrong, whether a particular action is desirable or not. That is what is values. According to Stephen P. Robbins, values represent basic convictions that are a specific mode of conduct or end state of existence, which is personally or socially preferable to an opposite or converse mode of conduct or end state of existence. Which one you want to choose? You want to choose a specific mode of conduct which is either personally or socially be preferable to an opposite or converse mode. You're choosing a behavior or an action of a, say it is A, or are you choosing just an opposite one which is B? Which one you're choosing? On what factors you're choosing A? Or on what factors or what are all influencing you to choose A? So that is what is values.
Values are qualities, characteristics, ideas about which we have a strong feeling about. Our values affect our decisions, goals, and behavior. It is a belief or feeling that someone or something is worthwhile. Values define what is of worth, what is beneficial, and what is harmful. Is it desirable or it is not? Values are standard to guide your own actions, judgment, and attitudes. We'll see the importance of values. It lays the foundation for the understanding of attitudes and motivation because they influence our perception. Individuals enter organization with notions of what is right and wrong, with which they interpret behavior or outcomes. Values generally influence attitudes and behavior. When you're entering an organization itself, you know what is right and wrong because values are, in fact, it has been developed below the age of 12 itself. By 11 years, you are like completely, your value system is developed. So when you are 25 or 23 years old, when you're entering a organization, you know everything. You know what is right, what is wrong. With this, only you are entering an organization. And this is going to influence you on your behavior and your attitude. We'll see the importance of values. Values generally influence attitudes and behavior. It is important in organization behavior because they lay the foundation of people's attitudes and motivation. It is telling you what is right, what is wrong. They imply certain behavior or outcomes are preferred over others. Only this behavior is preferred over the other behavior or an opposite or converse behavior.
Values influences a person's perception. It influences the manager's perception of any or different situations. It influences a manager's decision making skills. It influences the way a manager views the other individuals and the groups of individuals in an organization. Hence, an understanding of the values becomes a necessity. Now we'll see the difference between maturity, immaturity, and a hypocrite. Mature. When is a person mature is when he has identified his values. He knows what his values is. That is when a person is getting matured. Immature. When he has still not identified his values. He is still a drifter. Is this my value? Is this my value? What is my value? Hypocrite. One who subscribes to one set of values but he does something else. He tells people to follow this set, or he tells I follow this set of values, but he doesn't does it. He is an hypocrite. Immaturity. When a person is unclear about his values, He is a drifter, so flighty about it. He is still whether I need to follow this set or I need to follow this set of values. He's still uncertain and he's apathetic. Mature. He has a clear values. This is what is my values. I will not go against it. He has a purpose to his life. He gives a meaning to his life. He has a direction to his life. That is when a person has a maturity. Next, we'll see sources of values. Where do you get these values from? It is almost the same as we saw the sources of personality, sources of ability, sources of behavior, sources of perception, attitude. It is almost the same. It is either from your heredity or from a learned source. From heredity, you get it from your family members. Even before consumption, this happens. That is what is heredity. Once you are born, after that, seeing other people, you are learning it. That is a second factor. Learned sources. Now we'll see the various one under heredity and learned sources. First one, family. You see your family members. You see your parents. You see your sisters, brothers. You see your aunt, uncle, grandfather, grandmother. How do they lead their life? What are their values? Based on those things, whatever you have observed, based on that only your value system will get developed. Then comes the stage of friends. Then you are in your preschool or in your school life. You are very much influenced by your friends. The way they speak, the way they talk, everything is influencing you. So based on whatever value system they follow, based on that you are observing and you are adapting to it. Next, from your religion. You read your religious books. Based on that, your value system is getting developed. You read a story under a religious book. Then you are getting a conclusion out of that story. Then finally, you're concluding, okay, if this is the way of life, then things will happen like this. Or someone who has put such kind of thoughts inside you, or you have learnt it. Based on that, your value system is getting developed. School. School in the sense your friends, your teachers, your seniors, your juniors, based on everyone. You are observing so many things in your school. How things are taking place, how people are behaving, and everything you are observing. Based on that, your values is getting developed. Based on the books, media, internet, whatever you're reading from media, from internet, from your books, everything is influencing you. The culture which you follow, your family follows, the culture which you have seen, the culture of your neighbors, culture of your friends, the culture of any peers, subordinates, superiors, everything is influencing you. Employers. Employers will sometimes will become your role model. Most of the people will tell my boss, my manager is my role model. So based on that also your value system is getting developed. Time period in which you were raised. Say for example, people were raised in the year 1920s or 1930s, their value system was different. People were raised in the year 1940s to 50s, their value system was different. 60s to 70s was different. 2000 was different. And 2020 is very different. Correct? You can see that difference, in fact. When your father, your mother, that is your parents were raised, say for example in 1960s or 70s, their value system would have been very different. They used to give value to their relationship, to their friends. That is what was their lifestyle. But when you are born in 2010 or after that, now it is different. And most of the values will get formed by the age of 10 years. By 10 years, whatever you see, you observe, that is what is going to get stored. And that is what is going to help you to develop your values. And your age will greatly influence your values. Different people and things influence you at different ages. By the age 1 to 7, you don't mingle up with any other people except your parents, except your close family relations, your grandmother, grandfather, that is all. So, based on those things, what you have observed only, your values will get influenced. Then comes the age by 8 to 13, where you see your teachers, you have your own role models from your TV stars, sports stars. So, based on that, it is getting influenced. Then, by the age of 6, from 14 to 20, it is your peers. So, whatever values you have been observing from your friends, that is what will be influenced. By age 21, almost your complete set of values been established, but it may still be influenced from time to time. Even after that, you see few things, you observe few things. Even based on that, also your value system might get changed. We'll see types of values. First one being terminal values. Second one is instrumental values. The first one being terminal values. It is the desirable end state of existence, the goals that a person would like to achieve in his lifetime. And what is helping to achieve a terminal values are the second one, instrumental values. Now we'll see a few examples of terminal values. A comfortable life, a prosperous life, a exciting life, a sense of accomplishment, a world of peace, free of war and conflicts, a world of beauty, equality, family security, freedom, happiness, inner harmony, mature love, national security, pleasure in life, salvation, self respect, social recognition, true friendship, wisdom. These are all the things which a man would require in his lifetime. He would want to achieve all this in his lifetime. To achieve this, he needs to have instrumental values. So, these are the instrumental values. Preferable mode of behavior or means of achieving one's terminal values. The examples are ambitious, being ambitious, broad minded, capable, cheerful, clean, courageous, forgiving, helpful, honest, imaginative, independent, intellectual, logical, loving, obedient, polite, responsible, self controlled. So, these are all the instrumental values which is going to help you. If you inculcate all these values, these are going to help you to achieve your terminal values. Values is not doing things right, it is doing the right things. This is what it is. It is not doing things correctly or right, but doing the right things. What is the right thing? Doing only that one is what is values. Why do organizations see values in employees? That is because of these reasons. Because values are a workplace game changer. They lead to the growth of the entire whole person. The entire value system is getting developed. In that case, it is leading him to the growth of the whole person. It leads to greater onboarding success. It improves engagement. It increases self awareness. When it increases self awareness, next you will have self management. Then you can go for people awareness. Then you can go for people management, or what is called as relationship management. So this is the main reason why organization want people with values. Thank you students. Thank you all.